All right, welcome everybody to this week's Turnin Laps podcast. I'm here with Bryce Tucker and Sean Wilder. How y'all doing today? We'll start with you, Bryce.
Yeah, doing pretty good, pretty good. Excited for this week ahead on HVRL. We got a big race tonight, so see how it starts things or finishes things off for the week.
All right, how about you, Mr. Wilder?
Doing good.
Oh, where do y'all want to start today?
Arca?
We could start. Yeah. It's fine. We can start with Arga. We can start with then we can just go work our series experience
There you
drivers on the way up. Be fine with me.
go.
I'll go to the website and get that pulled up. If you want to start talking about the race, either of y'all.
Yeah, it was a good race that I'm sure a lot of them guys didn't really know until this past week. The Kansas road course. Actually, I had one guy ask me like the day before if it was a road course or if we were racing Kansas, and I told them both.
Yes.
So they didn't realize that it was a tractor. So, but it was a good race. I mean, caution free, which is always good. And I think after probably 10 to 15 laps, most of the guys kind of had it down to where they knew their braking points and everything. And they had it figured out. Drew came away with the win in the 3 car. And him and Brent and even Dayhoff. It was more Brent and Drew having a battle at the front. So and Dayhoff was probably a couple seconds back of them most of the race. And but yeah, Braden, I forgot how he said to say his name. Braden Denny, is that well, we screwed it up again. But anyways, he had a good recovery from a drive-through penalty and got up to 5th. So
He did.
I think all around good race. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Calling it and getting to just watch it up there in the booth. You know, corner one, first lap, just like trucks, went really well. Not as everybody slowed down a lot in turn one, which was good to see.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I mean, you saw a little bit of contact, but most of it was just self spinning, under braking, over braking, you know, getting them locked up, just typical road stuff. But all in all, I think a lot of the guys, well, the top three that we talked to actually enjoyed the track, which um, I think it's turning out to be one of our kind of more favorite ones in the league as far as strange road courses go, or different road courses, not the standard Sonoma, Watkins Glen,
Right.
So
I know everybody typically sticks to those top, Watkins Glen, Sonoma, and Roval, pretty
yeah,
much.
Coda maybe
So it's
throw
good
some Coda in there, but Coda.
it's good to branch it out a little bit.
Yeah. It's fun changing it up, and everybody's on an even playing field with these, especially with these coming up with Gateway Road Course and Homestead B. Nobody's raced a lot of those, so it's all the amount of practice you put in or natural skill. We'll see how you do on that.
I
So
was actually surprised how quick those Arca cars were around the Kansas road course compared to the truck. I mean, they're significantly quicker.
yeah, probably about a second and a half
Mm-hmm.
quicker.
Yes, maybe close to two almost. I think
Yeah.
Sean and I were able to turn low 115s or with the right track temps and conditions. I know there's a one high 114 in there, but
Mm-hmm.
um,
Yeah,
yeah, and they're fun. They're fun too. They're actually fun around that road course. I'll see how they work out on others.
they were fun.
Yeah, they stuck to the pavement. They didn't. I felt like the truck you had to be very careful on the throttle coming out of the infield, the hairpin, and then the other hairpin get back up onto the track. Especially that one, you had to be real careful getting on the gas. You had to be a little careful in the Arca car, but once you were like kind of on the big track, you can pretty much just hammer down. I mean, we have pretty cool track temps too, but still, yeah, just a little more stable, I think, than the trucks.
Oh, for sure. Yep. As far as point standings go, we have Brandon Dayhoff here leading it with 203 points. He's 84 points above the cut line, which is about 21 points above second, which is Drew Holleran here, 182. Then we got Thad Miller, Forrest Martin. I feel like Forrest has been pretty quiet, not like he's had any.
Consistent though.
Yeah, right. We haven't really got talked to him too much. I think one time, and here he is, fourth in points, and just 4 points behind third. But then in fifth, John Shields. Sixth, Quinn McLean. Seventh, Jace Keller. Eighth, Josh Rebel. Ninth, Brent Escarino. 10th, Brent McKee. 11th, John Stapleton. And 12th, Sean McLean, which has been missing quite a bit. So I feel like he's missed a race or two, hadn't he? He's still in
Yeah, he's
12th.
got
Right. Yeah.
3 of the 5.
Yeah, and he's
He's
still in
raced. He's
12th.
raced
So.
3 of. Yeah, raced 3 of the 5.
So really, you could tell the ones that are probably going to be in. It's going to be hard if Brent McKee, even in 10th, shows up every week to drop 23 points. Um, they're kind of
Yeah.
separating themselves a little bit to get into the cut lines.
Yeah,
Then
Brent's been fast. I would say both the Brents. Actually, I think Escarino, he's going to be up there too. Um, I think by the end of this, he kind of had a unfortunate situation at the road course there at Kansas where he missed his pit box and ran out of fuel on the back stretch there. So
yeah,
that really, he kind of bounced back a little bit. I think he ended up like 15th or something.
He
yeah,
But
had the he had the 3rd fastest lap.
yeah,
yeah, right.
yeah. He was like in
He's
4th or
got
5th
pace.
when that all happened, wasn't he? Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ran a 16 flat, which is quick.
Hmm.
So during the race, especially.
Well, yeah. The fastest laps were only a 10th faster than that. So it was
Yeah,
only like a 15.9.2, I
and that
think was the
15
fastest.
a 15.77 for Drew, but still.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
15.77. Yeah.
it should be interesting though, because I feel like Corey Moore's gonna make his way up the standings a little bit. So I mean, somebody up there is gonna get kind of left out. I think it's up in the top 12 right now. And it's we'll see who it is, but I feel like Corey's gonna make a move to even Ryan Stevenson. He's been pretty solid. Um,
Yeah.
and
Consistent
Williamson's in
showing
16th.
up. Yep.
Williamson won a race and he's in 16th. I mean, he could be up there too. So it'll
Yeah,
be
he's only
interesting to
got.
see who makes that top 12 there.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Williamson only has 3 races as well. So if he starts, committing to it and racing regularly, that could, change things up quite a bit.
Yeah, it's kind of been a problem in this series, to tell you the truth. I mean, we had 60 signed up at the beginning, basically,
Oh,
and
yeah.
haven't got close to 60 showing up or even trying to show up.
No,
We've
no.
cleaned house a couple times. We've reopened it. So I think we got a consistent, probably 25 to 30 guys. But
Yeah,
I mean, we need more consistency. And if not, we'll refill it. It seems like it's not too hard to get people to race in this, 0 to 1,500 I rating range in these cars, and
No, there's always new
because
guys there. It's just hard to fill once we get later in the season. So we got to try to keep it full now because people, oh, there's 5 races
yeah,
left this season. They'll be like, oh, I don't want to join. I'll join afterwards. So like that. So, but we did probably boot about, I don't know, probably 15 of them this week or in the last couple of weeks, maybe
yeah,
15, 20 of them. So, I mean, if y'all don't race or sign up for anything and don't let us know anything, then, we're just going to remove you. But then we'll just
right,
fill in with other people so we can get some good, consistent racing. I understand a lot of those guys, they probably don't like the IPL and they don't understand accountability. And then they just, don't want to race. But that is what it is. This isn't as me and Conversation Wilder had earlier, this isn't a
hmm
beer drinking league. This is a league to get in if you really want to improve your racing craft and to really move up and get better. This isn't a league just to come in and just um, race and not practice at all and just race like officials and wreck everybody and then show up next week. This is
exactly. That's
this is something.
exactly it, right?
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
what officials are for.
That's what officially
Yeah.
we're trying
exactly.
to get away from officials,
Yeah.
and I think a lot of people have this thing where they get in at the beginning of iRacing. So a lot of these guys only been in a couple months, maybe 6 months, but they think they want a league. They think they want to race in a league, but then they realize that they're accountable for their actions, like Sean
Mhm.
said, in this league. And that's the reason we have the league, because people get sick of racing in officials and there's no accountability. Like, we
Yep.
want people to improve and be accountable for their actions and their incidents. And I know some of them aren't your fault, but I mean, okay, that's maybe 4 or 8 of them at the most. What happened to the other 12 to 15 of them that you got the race, So just there's a lot of leeway that we have, and the incident points. You gotta kind of look at yourself in the mirror sometimes, and I think a lot of guys kind of fall off because of that. They don't want to, you know, they'd rather just go do the next race, and that's fine. I get it. But here we're not going to do that. We want everybody to race as clean as possible and to improve and to move up into our other series. And that's kind of the deal we got going. So
I mean, I've had to learn the hard way myself, and at times when it happens and the race is over, or the list comes out and you're on it, or you got in trouble and you got a penalty, or at first you're frustrated or whatever, but you just got to suck it up and get better. I mean, that's ultimately it was on me to do better and get better, right? So, um, it's changed the way the racing looks. It's changed the way racing happens. And in fact, I got the win in Gen 6 probably because I knew to keep myself out of trouble. And there was a moment there that if I didn't, maybe back out, I was going to get taken out or take somebody out, and I wasn't going to win that race. I wouldn't have given myself the chance to win that race probably. So, by trying to be clean and having accountability, it works. It works.
Definitely just got to be
So,
there at the end. I know the
yeah,
IPL, like Wilder was saying. Yeah, yeah, not a lot of those are yours, but one thing to keep in mind is everybody's on the same playing field. If the guy next to you had a 4X, why do you have a 28X? I mean,
yeah,
come on.
yep.
It's not everybody else's fault every time. So, and we really haven't seen a lot of ARCA breaking and things like that in either of our
mhm.
leagues this season. So that's been great. So it's not like we're getting a bunch of X's by people running through people at wrecks. Now there's some caution issues, but I think everybody did pretty good last week. Granted, it was a road
Yeah,
course,
it's
but I
still.
feel like I feel like it's cleaning up pretty good.
Yeah, I think the
I agree.
guys that are consistently showing up are the one. They know the rules now. It took a little bit to get. I mean, there's still going to be a little bit of the change of lanes before you get to the start finish line. I really don't understand that. It's been emphasized from the preseason races, but it still continues to happen. But whatever, they're just going to get penalized for it, and that's kind of our accountability thing that we got going. So
Yeah, right. I know it's something new. Like, oh, even if they check up, yes, even if they check up, just stay in your lane. It's for like two
yeah,
seconds. It'll be all right. So
right.
we just can't have gray area because gray area is a bad rule book if there's a lot of gray area. So we just like to
And
have
then they're
black and
going to
white.
IRP this week. We'll see
Yeah,
how that goes. A
yeah.
little short track,
Well, hey,
short track racing.
that's what those ARCA cars really do in real life. So I mean, they do a lot of short track stuff. So it's kind of what they're for. So
They're there this weekend in real life, so with the trucks.
yep. Oh, okay. Are they there with the trucks?
Yeah,
Okay. The trucks is tonight there, isn't it? Here in
yeah,
like an hour or two. I
yeah,
think it's like,
maybe.
I think it is. I can't remember if it was at 8 Eastern or Central. Anyway, they're there tonight. I might turn that on. I think I watch more truck racing than I have the Cup Series. But yeah, no. Have any of you got a car on there yet? I don't have IRP yet. I still have to buy that track.
I
So
haven't
I
ran
have
it out.
not ran any laps. I think a couple of the guys I talked to them, and they said it feels a little like a mini stock, but faster. Or I'm not sure what that means, but they can't be too much different than the trucks, to tell you the truth. They're probably a little more planted, I would think, but yeah, I mean the trucks seem fine. It's just the nature of a short track, There's going to be there's like 1.5 lanes basically. If you take the bottom, you're going to kind of drift up into the top lane, and it's just going to be about being respectful and making it to the end. I think is going to be key, which has pretty much been the key in all these races. I think.
what are you looking at? Do you know of anybody in ARCA that's really good on short tracks? Paying attention to any Chad or anybody that say they're a
I
short
know.
track specialist?
I know Jace Keller's been running some of the officials and stuff, so he might be someone to look at. He's been quick at times, it seems like, but he's got decent finishes, but he hasn't got the win, so maybe he's one. I'm sure Drew McKee and Dayhoff or those seem to be the guys that are up front all the time with Williamson. So I would expect just the same characters to be up there, to tell you the truth.
Okay. Yeah, I don't. I think the pings are okay now. I think because I did it on 48, but you may want to go just tag the ARCA guys. We only got 20 signed up right now.
Oof.
So, but I deleted as soon as it pinged. I went ahead and deleted it. I thought it was the old ping. Anyway, I'm sure it still went.
Oh, it hasn't pinged yet, huh?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
hadn't
I'll put
pinged
a couple out
again.
this weekend then. I put
Yeah.
it at 72 just because I feel like that's probably about right. I mean,
Well,
but
it was
I'll
going
hit it
crazy there,
manually.
but I think it's worked out now for now anyway. So, but yeah, I would just tag everybody in it, see if you can get that because that's not normal, the 20.
No, it's not.
So anyway, then we after that, let's see, we would have trucks. So, who cares, right?
Trucks have been, yeah.
Somebody kind of dominated. We don't need to talk about it too much.
No, 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 we don't. Our next two series, we got both the winners in here. It's really annoying. Uh, well,
Well,
I
you
guess
ain't one of them.
no, I ain't.
It's all
uh,
right. We'll find you up there.
you don't want to find me up there. You just look above my head over here. That's where you find everything you need to
Oh, I
know.
got you. I got you.
Talk about old shit.
What have you done for me lately? No,
well, the trucks are at Lime Rock. It was a fun race to call. It was a fun race to watch again, just like the Arca Kansas Road. But this one's a little faster pace. So there was definitely trucks all over the place after about 5 laps. And I mean, it was about lap 6. You come up to your first lap car.
hmm
So our winner here, Sean Wilder, kind of dominated that race. Led every lap of the race, I believe, right?
Yeah, I
yes, he
don't. I
did.
figured.
All
Yeah,
60.
I figured that somebody would sneak another one in there, but I felt like the first lap or what? Yeah, it was the first lap after through the S's there. Anthony got the pole. There was a couple other faster guys up there that I wasn't kind of expecting, but I knew Hall was going to be there. He was probably going to be the main competition. I just had to get in front of him at the beginning. I kind of slammed the door on him and backed him up in the last right-hander before the backstretch there, and then I just kind of gradually pulled away and kind of got lucky with traffic. To tell you the truth, I know he got in some traffic and T-boned a guy in turn one that kind of it wasn't his fault. There's nothing he could do, but I just was able to get through the traffic. I think better. And that's what pretty much led to the outcome. I think.
Well, definitely a good race. We know you put in the seat time, so I'm sure you deserve to win that with the amount of seat. I'm sure you out seat timed everybody else there. Um,
It's a fun course. It's fun to drive. That's why I was kept doing. I mean, I started out like probably a month and a half ago. Just ran some laps. I'm like, oh, this is actually fun. And then it was official for like a week, and so I did some of those. So I just kept practicing different fuel strategies and stuff just to see. And it's just something I like to do. So it wasn't like it was work or anything. It was fun.
Yeah, and then you add the truck with that track, and it just makes it that much more enjoyable. The
Yeah,
truck's
yeah.
fun to rip around a road course in Lime Rock the way it flows. That was a good one for it.
well, as far as the top 5 goes, with Sean Wilder here getting first place, and got your win, got you locked in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's good. Again, no back-to-back winners yet, so I'm sure that's about to run out. We'll see. Anthony Hall second. Justin Shoemate, real good showing there. Ryan Seabolt, really good for him. He's quietly doing really well in the truck. So then Chris Weiniger here in 5th. So for him not being a road guy, he said he must put in some time too because he did really well as well. We'll take
Yeah.
Yeah,
Overall, good track. I think we should maybe keep that one in the rotation. I mean, it's a good track for these NASCAR cars if we're gonna have another one in the mix. And it seems like NASCAR itself in real life is might be going there, a little more so.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, then especially if we can see how these um next 2 go that we have in there. I mean, we might have a few on rotation that we'll be able to go in trucks or ARCA or whatever. Just have to vote and draw of a hat, whatever we got to do. So definitely getting a good list of some good fun tracks here. What do y'all have? No, y'all have 3 road courses this season.
Mhm.
It's probably
If you just would have set, sorry, if you just would have set the poll, Sean, you could have had 70 points.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you have? A 52.6 or something?
Yeah, it was fast. It was fast. 52.64.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's I wasn't. I didn't even have a 50. I had a 52.9 was my fastest lap before going into qualifying.
yeah.
I think I had a 52.8. I think in quali. He was 2/10 faster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with our playoff standings,
Smoked him
we
up.
have Chris locked in, Noah Tills, Danny Gross, Mike Kufel, and Sean Wilder locked in. Then the next on points is Ryan Seabolt, Bobby Grady, Justin Shoemate, Justin Nava, Corey Moore, Matthew Chase, and Mason Connell. Shane Williams is 13th, first one outside looking in. He's minus 15. Anthony Hall minus 17. Dustin Bloodworth minus 18. Dayhoff is minus 32, and Stanley Hill is minus 33. So Anthony Hall really needed that win.
Jumped 11 spots.
He did. He jumped like about the same the week before. So he's coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll keep coming. I mean, he'll be up there. Maybe top 5, I think, or even definitely top 8 probably by the end of the season. So regular season.
Yeah. So, but with that good performance by you, even though you haven't been doing overall as well as finishing positions as Chris, you are 2 points behind him in the season race for a season championship. And
yeah. If you look at our seasons, I'm killing him in the
stage points, yeah.
stage points, yeah, and that's where
Yeah.
if we look at it, 88 bonus points, he has 61. So, but he's getting me at the end of the races. Top 10s, he has 4. He has 4 top 5s. So it's pretty
Oh,
good.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You are blowing everybody away out of bonus points. The next closest person to you in bonus points is Mike, and he's at 70. The next one is 67 with Danny Gross. So, yeah, I mean, you got over 18 more points than anybody else just in bonus points.
I really emphasized it because I realized, that's the way to get up there in points, and you got to use some tires a little more earlier than you really want to, but
Then do it. It's worth it.
right, exactly.
Yeah. Now, granted, we're all probably in agreement that the point system's probably going to change next season.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
So, but yeah, definitely stage points. I mean, go all out and get the best stage points you can, and then the end of the race is just kind of, if you finish mediocre, you'll still have a better day than a winner that don't have stage points. So,
There's a few guys, kind of just hanging down in that bottom part of the field, that 17, 18, 25 range that might make a surprise run too. So there's a guy or two you got to watch out as the season goes on. Might sneak a win in there, start getting some top 5s. So it's interesting. The truck series has been really good. We had 35 trucks on a course that maybe not everybody was excited about. It's been really clean racing. You got some good drivers in here. It's going to be interesting how the season shakes out and how things go.
it does. It will 100% be a great finish. Now, on that, they are at IRP as well. We're at IRP in the trucks as well. So, how do y'all feel about that? Well, not like you get to race, Bryce, but that's all right. You get to call it for me. What do you think we'll see?
I don't, like you, I don't own it. I need to purchase it and put some laps on it to see what to expect.
It's a flat, short track.
It's a half mile.
It might be a tish over, like a 0.6.
Like 0.6.
Yeah, something like that. Maybe
Those are fun.
0.7.
5/8 mile or something.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah,
Those always. It's crazy. Is you think that those short tracks will lend to more cautions, and they can. But when we did Bristol with the trucks, it was an extremely clean race. We finished the race with 55 green laps. So you never know.
We did. You're right. Looks like we have 33 signed up for that.
It's only 38 pit stalls.
Only 38. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, there's
That,
33 signed up for that. A little short on trucks too, but we still have a couple days.
Yeah, really.
So
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. But we
yeah,
got a couple days
yeah,
to go.
more signed up for
well, I just
the
think
road course.
I think some just haven't checked in yet because
No, no.
it's not like they
Yeah,
marked themselves
no.
out of the race.
No, no. I'm
But if you guys
trying.
are listening, gonna want to probably sneak in there with 38 spots.
Definitely, I'll definitely help you in points for sure.
Well, hopefully these official races this week aren't scaring some guys off
That's what
because
Chris posted.
they're
Don't let
being pretty nasty.
have they?
Tell you right now. Oh yeah.
But again, that goes back to the difference between a league and officials, right? You get fed up with the official. I haven't raced an official race with road course or with a sports car or oval in almost 2 months, and the only ones I have done are the special events sports cars, the GT3 stuff, right? Otherwise, I haven't even considered touching official races because the league stuff's been so much better, so much more enjoyable, and then just practicing and focusing on it. So, and officials are there; they're a good way to practice, but don't let it be the end all in terms of how iRacing can play out or should play out. Join a league, have fun, learn how people want to race, and it's clean and it's good, and you get a race with the same people. It makes a difference, that's for sure. You understand what certain people will do, and things get corrected. They correct themselves, that's for sure, within a league.
It is. And then having rules and having race control, things like that. Just having a standard of race just makes it a lot better
Mm-hmm.
than officials where there's just people can cheese a lot of the system, and then you have to go through a whole freaking protest system, and it's just I don't like officials very much. That's why we started doing this league racing.
Yeah, well, you
So
saw what happened at the 24-hour spa, and that
right,
uh, you know so that was
whole
up, a big old uproar within the community, and it was so bad that iRacing actually made an official statement on it, a public statement, which that says a lot. But you always run the risk in official races of coming across someone who just
doesn't
doesn't care
care.
about you
Yeah.
or your race or whatever else, and it ruins it for you.
Oh yeah, I mean you have a lot of guys that put in a lot of time. Not to mention, was that a 24-hour race? Right, it was
Yeah,
24.
yeah,
Yeah, 24
yep.
hour race. That's a lot
Exactly.
of your time to give up for than just for people that don't care.
It
Just to
wasn't
cause
even really at
issues.
the beginning of the race. It started like
It was
150 laps in or something,
it was yeah,
Right.
it was a
which
good
is
6 or 8 hours into the race, if I remember
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. I can only imagine all the prep and all the cans of Mountain Dews and beef jerkies you have sitting by your rig waiting to go. So, but with Lime Rock, are you not with Lime Rock with Lucas Oil Raceway? Are you planning on having a good race there, Wilder? Is this
I
one?
mean,
Is this up your
it's
alley? Back to back,
I've
maybe.
practiced. I practiced quite a bit. I'm not gonna lie. So in officials and well, the officials, I'm telling you, it ain't much practice. Practice pacing. That's what you're doing. But I've done some AI races and just in general, I know Bobby is going to be pretty fast. If he gets out front, you better look out because he might be gone. We got Travis George is always good on the short
See, I
tracks.
didn't see him signed up. I think I had to go change my
He's
pick.
signed up. Yeah, you can't. Too late. And then
I don't know if we made that a
I know.
rule, sir.
And then I think Cameron's going to be in there. He's going to be fast. I looked back at kind of the last three or
You guys,
four short tracks we done, and Cameron's been up there at Nashville Fairgrounds. He was fast at Richmond. He was fast at Bristol. He was good. So I mean, I'm expecting him to be up there. I pretty much think the K&W guys are gonna
yeah,
go. That's just my guess.
Cameron's always quick, but he's gonna have to start with an EOL.
Yeah. Okay.
And
I
Oh,
George,
think there's
okay.
gonna be
George.
plenty of caution. So
Yep, yep. Do you
Well,
know George
I
will be
don't know.
quick?
How are the truck? Are there if the truck is hard to handle, I could see there being some cautions, just people looping it. But if it's door banging and people's fault, I don't feel like I think our truck series is doing good enough where we can't always count that. So is it more of the truck being hard to handle, or are you thinking it'll be more cautions because people are gonna just run into each other?
I think it's more impatientness, and if we just have a couple cautions, I think it's going to keep being cautions because people are going to try to, get as much as they can those first couple laps because they think another caution is coming out. So that's what I've seen in the officials. Like, I know it's different, but it's kind of not different sometimes. When you have a bunch of cautions, people think they got to take advantage of every restart and try to pass 5 people on the first lap, and so that breeds more cautions. You know what I
I
mean? So
promise it's not
I
fun, guys. If y'all want to go look how fun it is, then I beg you to go sit through the whole broadcast of Nashville Fairgrounds
yeah
last season and see how fun that was for everybody.
yeah
So
Versus
it's
how
just
good Bristol was.
yeah,
Bristol was really good, and that, I mean, everybody that does oval racing they know what Bristol is, and we were able to make Bristol exceptionally clean.
yeah, the Nashville Fairgrounds was just, I mean, we had like 20 cautions. I think the pace car led to most laps, and I don't even understand it because I felt like that truck was okay to drive. So, one of
yeah I
those
think it's
things.
just I think if we get into like one or two like longer runs, I think that's where you get spread out a little bit, and then your tires get worn, so you can't just send it under somebody and make all these aggressive moves. If you have good tires, you can do all those things. But once you have worn tires, it gets real hard to do that. So I think if we get the tires worn a little bit, it could be a good race to where there's going to be some people moving through the field that have saved their stuff and some people falling back, and we'll just see who wins at the end. I'm hoping that's what happens. So
Well, this could be a good race to separate you and Chris from each other. So, I mean, if one of you have a bad race, that can really lengthen it out. Do you have your eye on any of these upcoming races? We have IRP for trucks, and we have the Michigan Gateway Road Course, and then our Charlotte longest race of the season to end our regular season at the Patriotic 250. So
I,
IRP,
I think
Michigan, Road Course Gateway, and Charlotte.
I feel like the only one that I don't know. I'm not terrible at Charlotte, but I just never seem to have a good finish there. But of course, the road course, I'm looking at that one for sure. And then I think IRP, I have some speed. Bobby is put down a fast lap. I
Oh,
mean, that's one lap though. But I think if he gets out front, I mean, he might be trouble trying to catch him and run him down. So I'm hoping, I can keep up with him and be up in the top 5 here. Michigan. I like Michigan too. Um, it's fun in the trucks. I mean, it's hammer down pretty much all the way around until you get a little wear on your tires and drafting and multi-lane. That's a fun track, so I really like that. I like all three coming up. Charlotte, I just don't have the success or the you know the the wins there or anything like that. But I feel like I'm not terrible there. So
All right. Well, good luck to you. It'll be a good battle, and then maybe someone else will step up and start winning a few. I know Mike's hit or miss. I think he's in third in points, but if he commits the rest of the season, he'll be a problem too. So,
yeah, he will. He'll be okay.
um, all right. Well, good deal. Let's talk about. Well, we can just skip Gen 6. No, we were at Indianapolis Motor Speedway on at the Gen 6. We get that pulled up. Um, Bryce, how was that race for you? If you want to start talking about that while I get this pulled up.
yeah, it was fun. I liked Indy. First time I drove it was our truck series last season. I think I finished fifth, maybe sixth. It was early on in the season. I was figuring the oval thing out, but I really liked the way Indy flowed. I liked the track itself, and I felt comfortable with it. Driving it with the Gen 6, I felt good. I mean, obviously in that Gen 6 lobby, you don't know how well you're going to do. That's a tough lobby with those drivers in there. But I just kind of got in a groove, felt good about it, and that car on that track worked for me that night. I definitely zoned out when you guys came out and took those 2 tires on that final pit stop, and I went into the pits with a 1.5 almost 2 second lead, and then I came out and I had that whole team ahead of me. I was like, "What happened? Is this going to work?" So I was a little concerned, but was able to make it work. Just kind of got in the zone and was turning some really good laps there. So it was good to get a win, especially in this series because it's tough. It's going to be really tough to get another one.
It is. I think you're going to get into playoff points anyway because you seem to be doing pretty well with these Gen 6 cars. But a win is just nice to get you locked in for sure. Not to mention just some
Absolutely.
more playoff points. Yeah, well, me and Wilder, man, we were kind of talking about it kind of last second too when we were going to dive off in the pits. Man, we thought we were the smartest team out there when we came out. We're like, oh my
We
God,
thought
it
we had it
worked, dude.
figured out.
We're seconds in front of them. Like, there's only 10 laps left. Too bad that's about 82 miles on that track left. Because that was a
Yeah, for
whole
sure.
lot of 10 laps on any other track. If that was Homestead, 5 seconds ahead, you probably wouldn't catch us. But 10
You know what
laps
it did
under
do?
Indy is a lot of track.
What it did do for me is it allowed me to lock in because once I saw that, I was just focused. Like nothing mattered other than turning perfect laps. And I just felt like I kind of got in that zone. You know how you kind of just zone out, you don't really think about anything and everything just happens? That was those final 10 or 11 laps for me. Just everything kind of happened and it felt good. It felt good.
Well, with our top five, we had Bryce Tucker here coming away with the win. Sean Wilder in P2. Andrew Holloran had another good week. He finished his first podium in the Gen 6 there in third. Kevin Solly in fourth, and Justin Nava in fifth. So I think I
I'll
dropped
take a
down to
deuce.
yeah, I'll take a deuce. I think I dropped down to seventh, and I come out in second, but those tires was just that much of a
Yeah.
difference. As far as playoff standings, Bobby Grady, Kevin Fry, William Kern, and Bryce Tucker are now locked in. I'm the next one up on points. Then Wilder's just 2 points behind me there for six. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay. Sorry, that was Trucks You won. And then Brandon Dayhoff in seventh, Chris Weiniger in eighth, Matthew Chase in ninth, Don Miller in 10th, KT McCann in 11th, Travis George in 12th. And then
Did
Justin
you
Knob.
almost say I was locked in?
Yeah. No, well, I was wondering. I was like, oh, I screwed up this graphic because you're not locked in here. But it's too many leagues going
Not
on
yet.
for poor me.
I was
So,
close, man.
I mean, me and you are
That's
70 points up. I mean, like, again, as long as
yeah.
we show up, I'm
Yeah.
like, we should be pretty safe in the playoffs. And the regulators actually did better than us in that race, so they extended their lead on the team standings. So they're a couple points ahead of K&W.
Who is that? Is that you, Bobby, and Post, and who else?
And Wagner.
Oh, okay. All right. Yep.
So
Wagner.
we got the team points landing or team leading in points, some should say, if I could speak English.
Yeah, 655 to 643. So, I mean, we're really close. Really close.
And you've got a couple of guys in here that are recently starting to race. I mean, Solely, if you look at his I rating, I saw him join. I was like, where'd this guy come from? I already got these 3.3s that I have to deal with. And now you got this Solely in here. I think he's like a 3.4 I rating. So he's going to probably be quick.
Oh yeah, for sure. William Kern, he had 281 points. You're 21 points behind him, Bryce. Then I'm sure Fry, if he shows up by the end of the season, he'll probably.
Yeah, he's going to be tough.
Yeah. I mean, he might end up catching up to you, or I mean, I know he'll pass me, but
Yeah, he's
He's
tough.
fast
He's
everywhere.
he
fast
is.
everywhere and just doesn't make mistakes.
No, they don't. But it is Kern's to lose here for the season before we get into the playoffs. So we'll see with that. With that being said, let's check out the rest of the schedule, which we are going to Kansas this week.
Hmm.
I was gonna jump on today, ran out of time. Do y'all like Kansas on with these cars? I think Tucker, you've been on there, right? No, somebody did. Travis
Yeah,
George, he was on there.
I did some too. It
I
says
haven't done
day
it
on
yet.
here. I thought it was night. Oh no, it's night. Okay. Yeah, you can rip around the track by yourself at least. Like full throttle for I don't even know how many laps.
Oh,
And
really?
the car feels really good here. It sticks. There's a lot of grip.
Have you tried it with dirty air, like an AI race or anything yet?
I haven't. No, I have not.
Because
That's
that's
gonna
the one.
change the game.
Yeah, that's the one thing I've noticed about this car. It definitely gets moving around when it gets around other cars.
Well, there's going to be people.
Yeah.
These are always multi-groove. You never have everybody running the bottom, and you'll never have everybody running the top. People are going to run both. There, some are going to rip the wall,
Yep.
some are going to run the bottom. So, there should be plenty of room. So we shouldn't have people all over the place. I wouldn't say, but still, dirty air will be an issue. I'm sure Kern will be the
I really
favorite, but
I really like this Gen 6 car, man. It's fun.
it is fun.
Yeah. I like it on Kansas too, because like you just said, I mean, you can get out of the dirty air on Kansas. You could run
Yeah,
high, low, middle,
yeah,
all over the place, and it really doesn't. I mean, you'll slow down in the corner, but you get the benefit off the corner. There's
right.
always some sort of, and I mean, that's why Kansas is a good, good track, man.
All around, yeah, good. Yeah, it's just all around good track. Kind of like Vegas too. I mean,
Hmm.
nobody dislikes Vegas or Kansas. They're just all around good tracks. Probably tracks that'll be on every schedule of every series we have every season because they're just that good of tracks. With that being said, we have that is a truck series. Where's Gen 6 schedule?
Then we got New Hampshire after that.
Yeah, New Hampshire, Michigan, and then
Ooh,
Charlotte.
that should be tough. New
Yeah.
Hampshire's going to be tough with the horsepower these things got coming off those flat corners. Is going to be interesting. I've never done it, so we'll have to figure that one out. But
Yeah, Charlotte we did that for our All-Star race last season, so I did pretty well there, but I mean, all of us are better in these cars now, so I think I got third in that last season or during that All-Star race, so we'll see what I can do this season, but yeah, yeah, definitely a good couple races before we head to Talladega in that round of 12 there, so it should be fun. Looking forward to it, and Kansas should be fun, so
yeah, for sure.
now Cup Series. What do we do? Where were we? Was it Pocono?
Yeah.
Or am I a week off? Or is it Martinsville? No, it was
Yeah,
Martinsville,
yeah,
wasn't it?
they were at Martinsville. Yeah.
Martinsville.
Mhm.
Yep, that's where it was. Then Mason, he needed that. So
Yes, he
he
did.
he got the win. It was a little cautiony there at the end. Um,
Yeah.
but
Guys are really fighting. A
oh
lot on
yeah,
the line.
we're really fighting for that those top four spots because now we're in the championship round of four. So good win for Mason. Our top five goes Mason Tomlinson. Ray Hanneman pulled out a second. He was at the back, just like a couple laps left, so he made his way back up pretty good. CD, I think same thing. He found himself at the back as well.
CD had a great race. He was running the front of that thing. It looked like it was his race to lose, and he didn't win it. That's for sure. He
Nope,
was he was dominant for most of that race.
he was. He was. Him and Ray both were doing good. Then Ray got in some issues and found himself at the back, but ended up working his way up pretty good. So locked himself in as well. And then Bryce Fontaine there got fourth, and William Kern got fifth. So he had some early troubles as well. Fortunately, he wasn't able to make it as our top four for the championship. Is CD Mangrum, Mason Thompson, Bryce Fontaine, and Ray Hanman. So that should be a real good battle. I'm excited to be a part of that and watch that and see how that ends up. Um, with that being said, we are at gosh dang it, Nashville Super Speedway. That's where we're at tonight. Here in just session opens here in about 5 minutes. So, y'all have any picks on that one?
I mean, they got an interesting mix of tracks at the end of the season here.
They
I mean,
do.
Phoenix is a complete wild card. I mean, it's kind of like New Hampshire actually, with the flat corner there, but it's just it's kind of a funky track. Some people are really good at it, and then some people are just good at everything except for Phoenix and don't like it. You know what I mean? So
I
it's
hate
kind of
Phoenix
interesting to see.
for sure. But no,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like
but
it's
I think it's a
interesting and
mixture of pretty technical tracks for the last three for these guys
oh
to
yeah, for
actually,
sure.
like Nashville being a concrete track, are definitely worse on the tire. So I mean, it's a real driver's track.
And
You know,
during the day, that's gonna be interesting. I mean, it's probably gonna be slick, I would think. So yeah.
yep. All right. Well, shoot, that about sums it up, guys. Anything you want to add? How any of the series are going, or anything like that? I mean, you're kind of helping out with the truck series now, Bryce and Wilder. You got the ARCA series, and I
I
think.
think
Go ahead.
I think you see in the truck series, you probably have a long-standing group of guys that have been within HVRL, and it shows because of how many trucks you're able to have in there on a consistent basis and how good the racing is. So for the ARCA guys, if little frustration sets in with the penalties or the IPL or whatever, just stick it out. Try to do your best to get a little bit better. I found myself on that list with the truck series last year and did everything I could to get off it as soon as possible. And it's really allowed for good, clean racing. And you see it in the truck series, and the Gen 6 has got some high level drivers in there with good competitive racing too. So it works. And we got a good thing going right now. If you feel like the racing's been real good amongst the series.
Yeah, I'm actually really surprised at these ARCA guys. I think these ARCA guys are trying to stay back in the back, but then they're and then it doesn't take long, and then they're like this road course. Some of the guys that try to stay in the back and just do clean, and then get over 20 X's, like they're not like giving up a race to get off the IPL. And the
Yeah.
more races you go that you're on the IPL, it's harder to get off because your percentage is getting higher and higher and higher, and you're going to get more laps on. And it's going to be harder and harder to get off it. So, you know, you have to give up a whole race probably and stay
Yeah.
clean. You can't sit there and race for it and go 3 wide and over push. But
Well, that ARCA car's fun. HVRL does a great job of putting all this together and spend the money on the broadcast, the time and effort that both you guys put into it. The cars are awesome. The schedule's awesome. You got good drivers in there. All the more reason to try to make it work because you see what's happening in the truck series. You see what's happening in Gen 6, the Cup series. The racing's good. It's hard. It's clean. It's not easy to do something like this, yet we're making it work. And again, the ARCA car is just a great car to drive. So should be enjoyable for everybody. Just trust your instincts, go out and race and have fun and try to stay safe.
yep, yep. Good words. Any final
Yeah, I
thoughts
think
for you, Wilder?
I think just in that ARCA series, I know it's frustrating. You're gonna get hit by people that are not paying attention and maybe not as uh, knowledgeable in racing and stuff. And a lot of people just do this for fun. So I would just say do your best to keep it fun, even if you're on the IPL. Go out there and have fun. Take it as a challenge. Um, to come up through everybody as clean as possible. But I mean, the rules are not going to change. We might adjust some things as far as the IPL, and we already adjusted the number. For you guys in the ARCA series, that wasn't the original number. Actually, we gave a lot more leeway, and that's 15x per 100 laps. I mean, that's pretty lenient in my opinion. Um, Things are going to happen, but you got to be as clean as possible on all those other laps that things are not, your fault or whatever. So, um, and you can see it in the truck series. The truck series is um, 2 to 3 times cleaner than it was last year at this point. And I think, whatever. I hate the IPL, but I mean, it is what it is. It does a job, and that's the point of it is just to race cleaner. And I think a lot of people in the truck series now know that. And so if you look at the list, it's not a lot of guys that were here last year. The guys last year are not a lot of them are on it. There's a couple on there, but not a lot of them. Um, so it just makes you race cleaner and be more um, respectful to the drivers around you, and try not to ruin their race. And it's there for a reason. It's just to make cleaner racing. We want to make these broadcasts enjoyable to watch back, and not just people pacing around under caution. Um, so yeah, I mean, and then Gen 6 has been a blast. Everybody in the Gen 6 series has been completely respectful and no dirty driving, no shit talking, no, there hasn't been a whole lot of that. So I appreciate all them dudes in that.
Totally.
It's been a blast, man.
It has.
Mhm.
No, everybody in that series is really chill. I mean, we haven't had an argument one. Everybody's, oh, I'm sorry for, no, I'm sorry. Everybody's really cool there, and they're taking all their penalties as they should and things like that. And we're real strict in that series.
Really strict.
Yeah, real strict.
So, um, but it's all good drivers. We expect everybody to know the rules and we want people, I mean, by a third
Yep.
series up, shouldn't be causing a caution,
I was on the IPL list in the truck series, 528 laps in Gen 6, 26 incident points.
Yeah.
It
It
So
just
works.
makes you. It just makes you
think
be
about
more
things.
aware
Yeah.
of what's going on, what's going on around you.
And I can
We
vouch
don't
for
want this to
Wilder.
be.
He does
Go
not
ahead.
like the IPL. I I can
No,
vouch for that.
yeah, I don't. I mean, I don't, but I mean, I understand it. uh, Whether I like it or not, like, it does a job, and it makes people race cleaner. And I think that it kind of makes you not race, and the whole point of this is to race. So sometimes you just can't race, but then sometimes you just got to rethink what you're doing. Like, racing isn't just plowing through everybody and just getting through the front and shoving it three wide and doing all that stuff. You know what I mean? There's etiquette to it that the IPL helps you figure out real quick.
Right. If you don't like the IPL, work your way up. We still do it in trucks. Then after trucks, we don't do that anymore because the racing is a lot cleaner after trucks, and then we can actually go
Mhm.
through and assign blame to incidents and things like that. But that's another thing it does. The IPL just self controls everything. So uh,
Yes,
any
it
of our
does.
admins don't have to get a divorce by spending 12 hours freaking
Yeah.
going through all the X's.
Yeah, I mean, we've had some people in the ARCA series ask about that. Well, it's not my fault. It's, somebody ran into me on a restart, whatever. It's like, hey, I mean, I realized I knew before they were putting a lot of time in, but now I'm putting the time in. So now it really affects. When it affects you, you start to figure things out real quick. So, so I understand why they don't want to. You can't just go through every single incident point and like take away the ones that weren't through your fault and apply the ones that are your fault. It doesn't, unless something weird like iRacing flips out, like had in the Gen or the Arca series where the green flag flew in the middle of turn three
Mm-hmm.
or something, and everybody just got crunched, and then one guy blinked out and drove through like six guys. Like, if something like that happens, we'll do what we can. But I mean, just if it's normal stuff, like, you
No,
just got to
yeah, the
give
problem,
extra room. Give
yeah,
extra
no.
room. That's all
If
there is to it.
if Wilder runs in the back of me under caution and I complain about a 4X and take away my 4X, then you open up the door to, well, he ran out of me. He could have stopped under a caution when there was a wreck
Yeah.
happening and didn't, and so that's a reason. We hey, it's just iRacing takes care of it. Everybody's on the same rules, so that's it. So other
Anyways,
than
I think
that,
a lot of the Arca guys have done better. I'm not harping on you guys.
no,
The
no, no,
guys
no,
that
they have.
are there now and have stuck with it, they are improving. I know. I've
Oh
seen it.
yeah.
Like in the last couple weeks, they're improving.
Oh yeah,
So
it's
it's
been a lot
and
better racing the call. So they're doing a lot better, and I'm excited to see who wants to move up, who's able to move up next season and get these guys in trucks and grow our Gen 6 as well. So all right. I appreciate y'all joining this week, and we'll see you guys next week.